Dear student, I am your English teacher, and today we are going to start the same chapter, The Summer of the Beautiful White Horse. Before starting the chapter, I'm just telling you again. Here in this story, two main characters are there, Aram and Murad, two Armenian boy who belong to a very poor family. No member of the Galvanian family could be a thief. Uh, I uh, I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. Firstly, I stared at the horse. I looked at my cousin Murad, and secondly, I looked at the horse. I stared first at my cousin and then at the horse. There was a pure stillness and humor in each of them, which on the one hand delighted me and on the other frightened me. Secondly, firstly, I wanted to ride on the horse. Secondly, I was frightened. I was frightened. On the other frightened me. I was scaring. He has stolen the horse. Maybe the owner of the horse will come and he will catch us. Murad, I said, where did you steal this horse? Now Aram asked the questions. Tell me, Murad, where did you buy or where did you steal this horse? Where did you steal this horse? Leap out of the window, he said, if you want to. He said, forget of that all. I have stolen or not. That is not a matter. If you want to ride, you come outside of the room. It was leap out of the window, he said, if you want to ride. It was true, then he had stolen the horse. Now I was 100% sure that he has stolen the horse. There was no question about it. He had come to invite me to ride or not, as I chose. He had come to invite me to ride or not. He wanted to. He came here to take me because I liked horse riding. Well, it seemed to be stealing a horse for a ride was not the same thing. Now it is my thinking that if you are stealing the horse for horse riding, that is not a bad thing. If you are stealing the horse for selling the horse and for earning the money, that is stealing. But here, in this case, Murad has stolen the horse for horse riding, and after horse riding, he will go back to the owner of the horse. If you were crazy about horses the way my cousin Murad and I were, it was not stealing. It would not become a stealing until we offered to sell the horse. If we sell the horse, that is called a type of stealing, which of course I knew we would never do. But we are not going to do that. We are not going to sell the horse. Let me put on some clothes. I said, give me a chance, give me some moments for changing my clothes. I said, all right. He said, but hurry. Okay, do change your clothes and come out. Very hurry. I leaped out. I leaped into my clothes. I jumped down to the yard from the window. I jumped out from the window and leaped up the horses behind my cousin Murad. I sat behind of my cousin Murad. That year we lived at the edge of town on Walnut Avenue. Behind the house was a country vineyards, orchards, irrigation ditches, and country roads. In less than 3 minutes we were on Olive Avenue. Within 3 minutes we crossed the Olive Avenue. And then the horse began to toss. The air was new and lovely to breathe. It was looking awesome when we were horse riding. Horse was running very fast, and the breath we were taking, it was looking very awesome. The feel of the horse running was wonderful. It was a wonderful feeling. We were Now, my cousin Murad, who was considered one of the craziest member of our family, began to sing. When we were on the horse and we were enjoying, began to sing. He started to sing. He began to roar. Every family has a crazy stick in it somewhere, and my cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of the crazy stick in our tribe. My cousin Murad, he was the craziest person in our tribe. Before him was Uncle Khusro, an enormous man with a powerful head of black hair and the largest mustache in the San Joaquin Valley. Secondly, my Uncle Khusro, he was the craziest person because he has the black hair he had the black hair and the largest mustache. A man also furious in temper, so irritable, so impatient that he stopped anyone from talking and by roaring. If someone has talked, so he stopped that person because nobody can speak in front of him. It is no harm, pay no attention. One day, what happened? Talking that was no matter what anybody happened to be talking about. Once it was his own son Arak. One day, what happened? Arak, he comes and say, my father, our house was on fire. Running 8 blocks to the barber shop where his father was having his mustache trimming. His father, Uncle Khosrow, was trimming his mustache to tell him their house was on fire. Arak said, Father, our home or house was on fire. This man Khosrow sat up in the chair and rolled. He said, no problem, it is no harm, pay no attention to it. The barber said, but your boy is saying your house is on fire, why you are not worried? He said, no, I said, no harm, I say. My cousin Murad was considered the natural descendant of this man. My cousin Murad, he is a same descendant of this family, who was practical and nothing else. That's how it was in our tribe. A man could be the father of his son's flesh, but that did not mean that he was also the father of his spirit. The distribution of the various kinds of spirit of our tribe had been from the beginning capricious and vagrant. We rode and my cousin Murad sang. For all anybody knew, we were still in the old country where, at least according to some of the neighbors we belonged, we let the horse run as long as it felt like running. We let horse as he can run fast. At last my cousin Murad said, get it down. At last my cousin Murad said, you get it down. I want to ride alone. He said, I want to ride alone. Please, you get down. Will you let me ride alone? I asked, will you let me ride after your riding? I asked, that is up to the horse. He said, it is totally based on the horse. If horse will give you the permission to sit on him, so I do not have problem. My cousin said, get down. The horse will let me ride. I said, we shall see. He said, don't forget that I have a way with the horse. Well, I said, any way you have with the horse, I have also. For the sake of safety, he said, I'm saying about your safety. It is not based on my thinking that I'm not giving you a chance for sitting on the horse riding. Because of your safety, I am saying like this. You have got to let me try to ride alone. I got down and my cousin Murad kicked his heels on the horse. I got down and my cousin started his journey and shouted, Wazire, run. The horse stood on its hind legs. The horse stood on its hind legs. Hind legs is behind 2 legs, and burst into a fury of speed that was the loveliest thing I had ever seen. And it was a great moment for me I had ever seen. Okay, my dear student, we shall continue this story on tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Have an amazing day.